Hello and welcome to Somerset Highlander. Today we will continue to see the development of the wildlife pond.
So now, as you can see, I've finally transplanted a lot of these different aquatic plants to bigger baskets, which should allow them to develop and grow quite happily. It's now first week in May. Now the only thing is we do have a couple here that have failed really. I've taken them out of the water a bit to see if they'll improve them, but I think they've died. But overall, the lesser spearwort is having a great time, as is the marsh marigold, and the lesser spearwort is starting to come into flower, as you can see here, which is lovely. The blue iris flag, I've moved further into the water. You'll also notice that the lily has now got 4 pads. We're living the dream. But also you can see in here the crowfoot under the water starting to bloom nicely, really starting to help get oxygen into this aquatic system. And we've also added to the side some more cobblestones, just to give more places for tadpoles or insects to hide and to they like the shallows, so we've really added to it. But gradually over time, hopefully by the end of this year, you'll see a massive difference in terms of how much the water is being covered by plant. We're also starting to see a few new flowers coming out on the landscape wildflower meadow. It's actually been really nice seeing what's coming through. We're starting to get a few daisies, but obviously you can see there's a really nice height around the pond now, which just gives a little bit of shelter and context to the whole pond.
So I think I've discovered the reason, certainly why the rushes have been struggling to survive. Yeah, maybe they don't like the pond and the position, but there's also another culprit who you can see here. So quite often I'll come out and I'll find that the plant basket is on its side and underwater, whatever else, and it turns out that fat, clumsy pigeons, when they're taking off, manage to tip over and sometimes push underwater the whole plant. So there we go. Thanks, pigeons.
So the water lily is starting to really come on now. We've got 2, 3, 4 leaves up, and the 5th one you can see just under the water, just starting to emerge. And then to the right here, that is one plant. It's the water mint. I've given it a bit of space for itself to grow, and it seems to be really enjoying the opportunity. And then if I swing round to my left here, you'll see we have the marigold, marsh marigold, and the watercress. Again, I've replanted into a bigger basket, and it seems to be doing really well for both of them. Finally, as I swing up, you will see I have on the left the lesser spearwort, and it's also in the middle right, and the marsh marigold's doing well too. As I then look through the water, you can see the crow's foot is really starting to develop even further now. And the joy that is, we have still got the natural landscape flower meadow, but it's really come on with some clover and the daisies. It's just a joy to watch, actually, everything just coming up. And it's just continually loving the wet with the hot weather. So the next update we've got here is that we're starting to get some flowers coming up from the crow's foot. It's the 19th of May, and as you can see here, we've just got a little flower here, but also we've got one that's streaked across and up by the blue flag iris. So it's doing quite nicely, actually. It surprised me how quickly it's come up, and you can also just see that it's really starting to grow and come to the surface. But yeah, very pleased.